33. Tell me something good.
Everybody, you know, they tell me life don't come with no menu, so we gonna take it a day at a time.
Man, about time you got here, man. Light your cigar, do whatever you gotta do. Get comfortable so we can get this game going.
Oh, shit, what do you need to come out?
Man, just hold your man, man. That's all you gotta do. Play some defense.
Man, too late, man. Domino, game.
Good days, great nights. Good days, great nights.
Well, we're back again. You're now tuned into the Good Days, Great Nights podcast. Got another special one today. Got two people I think that's kind of major to the culture and what we're doing in this whole podcast thing. I'm grateful for them because they was kind of some of the pioneers that kind of helped me. Even though with them kind of jumping off the porch themselves, but they also gave me some good game. So a lot of times you don't get them kind of people, but as always, we don't never really ask your name. We don't tell your name. We gotta get to know you a little different. So 1 and 2, I don't know who want to go first.
My name is Ross.
Didn't I just say you don't say your name? Hold on, you can't mess up my flow.
It was so hard. Wait, I thought we was finished. My bad. I'm sorry. Yeah. God damn it.
You almost made me hit the record button twice and take you over there and give you a lesson. Now listen, check this out. This is how we do this.
Okay, my bad.
We ain't at that show. We at this show.
Okay.
Let's be at this show today.
I told you to give me directions though before.
This is the directions. You ready?
I don't follow.
Are you ready now?
I'm ready. I'm sorry.
Okay.
My bad, people.
So check this out. In order to know a person, sometimes you base them off of what you heard, they name, what somebody told you, or what you see on social media. So the reason for me not having you tell your name first is because we're going to use a different way to learn you in the sense of know who you are as a person, like character, okay?
Oh, shit.
No, you cool. So check this out.
I fucked up.
No, you didn't. So check this out. If we was going on a trip and say we about to shoot to, you want to go to Dallas, you want to go to Omaha, where you want to go?
Atlanta.
That's 12 hours, though. You know, that's 12 hours.
I mean,
we get there in 11.
Okay, so we get there in 11. Okay, so if we're going to go to Atlanta and it's us three in the car, maybe we got a truck or something, it's a few, some few of us in there. We call it Top 5 Vibe. Some people call it the vibe inside. So if a person didn't know you and we all in the car, you get 5 songs, she get 5 songs. You're going to tell me what your 5 songs are that would describe you as a person without your name being attached to it.
Ooh.
So who want to go first?
Her.
Okay. So what's your 5? Kind of break them down for me a little bit if you can.
On the trip, 5 songs.
Right now, it's your turn to drive. So you got the aux cord, you got 5 songs. What you gonna play?
I'm about to piss everybody off. Because
it's you.
It's me, but also it got to describe my personality, so that makes me kind of change it up. So, one song I would play is So Anxious by Genuine.
Just to get there, or just because that's just on some different stuff?
That's all. You said what you want to
intro. Whatever.
Okay. What else you got?
Oh, the dancing part.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was because you were singing. He said to describe me. So anxious.
Come on.
Anxious,
so you got 4 more. Give me 4 more.
Oh.
4 more. You riding or you just?
That's 1.
That's 1. We got 4. She still got to give her 5.
There you go. Say 1. Let's.
It's on you.
Okay, so to describe me, like
so I don't know you. So this is my first time getting a chance to know you. Your music is gonna paint the picture. It ain't got to be a specific one because it's gonna change later on. You riding right now? What's your 5 you playing right now? We jump in the car right now. You just driving?
I got a assistant. I don't drive. So.
Okay. Well, when you riding shotgun.
Ooh. What's the song? What song we were just listening? No. What a Life.
Stay Ready, Janae.
Stay ready. Yeah, Stay Ready.
That's actually one of my songs.
That's one of my songs. That's why you.
So Stay Ready. So hold on, it's cool. So break it down to me. Like, what is it about the song? Like, is it something specific? Like, like is it a part in the song that she's talking about that make it special?
I'm always on the go.
Okay, that's enough said. Okay, no, that's cool because it show that you moving. Genuine give you the dancing part of it. So Anxious, I got that part. That's Midnight Love. That's BET as a kid. I got that. Okay, so then you got 3 more.
I don't.
She's not used to being
Tony.
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 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz.
Okay.
Tony, most definitely. Because Tony like to drink. Tony like to smoke. Tony likes to Mr. Arm & Hammer with the coke. Hey!
That's just your turn up?
Yeah, that's the song we always play.
Yeah,
Okay,
Tony,
so Tony.
Oh God, most definitely Tony.
Always on the go, right? What's the Jane Aiko song? Genuine. And then what else you got? That's 3.
Ooh, this is hard.
It's only as hard as you make it.
No, because I really...
This is a hard question.
No, I think if you
I'm going to show you that it's not in a little bit.
I listen to so much music.
All right, pop one out.
Give me 2 more. It's simple. It don't stick with you permanently.
No, it don't. Okay, you know what? Actually, the dang, I can't think of his name. Hold on, let me look at my odds.
Nope. No cheat codes.
I think you think it too hard.
It's too hard to think about it.
Listen, I'm bad at names.
Sing it. I think I took it.
No, you know
Okay.
I can't sing, bitch. I'm not about to.
Okay. We got 3. So you only got 3. Yeah. So you gotta hold the back end up. So can you give me your 5?
Let's see. Right now, I'm gonna listen to it right now. I definitely know the artist. I might not know the song
We'll work through it.
directly. Brent. I'm listening to a lot of Brent Fayez.
Brent Fayez,
now.
okay.
Yeah. The whole Fuck the World.
That whole album.
Yeah, that
Okay.
whole thing. I'm gonna just
See,
give
she
you that
listen
whole
to
album.
That's cool.
Who else? Mary. I love Mary J. Share My World.
Okay, she in the back of the car on the album cover. I got you.
My favorite 2-step song.
Okay. Like you really know something about
I
that.
do. I could twirl.
Okay.
Let me see. What else? Let me not look at her because I know. I like Ari Lennox.
Of course.
A lot of her stuff. I'm definitely
Okay.
vibing to. I can listen to another
Straight
whole.
through.
Yep.
Straight through.
Who else I be listening to? I like Giveon too.
Yeah.
I love Giveon.
Yeah. He's a vibe. He's a song called Heartbreak Anniversary is like one of those songs.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the name of the
I
song.
got you.
Yeah, that. How many is that?
4 in? Mary, Brent,
Ari Lennox.
Ari Lennox, Gideon. So we got one more?
Then I'll probably listen to like Tupac or something. Just to
You got a favorite Tupac song?
yeah.
Which one?
Gangster Party.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Gangster Party for sure.
There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so we got Tupac, we got Gideon, we got Brent, we got Mary, and we got Ari Lennox.
Ari Lennox.
Ari Lennox.
And Janae Aiko.
And-
That was one of the songs.
And
she
that was
sang.
one of the songs which you brought, so y'all borrowing that together. Okay,
Yeah,
so
because it was kind of it was a ending to that song where
Okay.
she kind of switched it up and she's like basically talking about stuff she go through and what she been through
Right,
and
right.
she got to stay ready for whatever.
that's dope. I actually got to listen to
Yeah,
that.
you got to
one.
listen to that song. Stay
Is,
ready.
is it on the one where she walking out with the look like
Is
she
it
walking
on
to the
that
ocean,
one?
or is it like a newer release?
No,
it's
it's
old.
old.
It's
It's old, so it might be on that Selling Out one or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Selling out. It might be on that.
Okay. So the reason, like I said, it's really not hard. I'm gonna tell you why it's not hard. Songs kind of tie to your emotions of the day, of the moment, and then certain songs make you feel a certain kind of way. So nobody's ever asked me, but for kicks and giggles, my first song would be.
I was gonna ask you.
Go ahead. You can ask me and I'll
Go
answer.
ahead.
Okay, so
If you have
Tupac.
Yeah, go ahead.
Tupac, Unconditional Love.
Yes.
Um,
Tupac was hard. I couldn't decide.
That's just because as a kid, you know what it's like to see your parents go through and work every day.
Right.
So they're going to work and every day, and then you in your room trying not to be a burden, as he say in the song. Anytime I'm getting ready to go on a road trip, the first song I play when I drive is Anthony Hamilton. That album, when it first dropped on and JD talking about, we got Anthony Hamilton, it sets the mood for the road trip. But I'm kind of like an R&B head, so like
Yeah.
that's where we at. So those are 2. Isley Brothers, Insatiable Woman. just because it's a two-stepper.
Of course.
Then maybe in this time right now, I've been playing CeeLo Green's off his Time Machine album. It's a song called My Favorite People. And it's just a bop because of just what he's saying. It's in the crates. You got to blow it out.
I feel like I heard that, but I gotta make sure.
Yeah, so it's like
because I like him too.
So it's like, and it was just him, just more or less of like he's talking about some stuff, but he's the way he doing it on the vamp. It's like one of them ones. Yeah. And then last but not least, today it'll be probably Life Jennings, and it's Life Jennings, the first album. Like you said, you can play certain albums straight through. That's one of them ones you can play from. Must Be Nice. She Got Kids. Hypothetically, 26 years. Stick Up Kid. Like I remember, but that album is special to me because I was in college. Like you got to understand, like, so it's a moment of you feeling like your freedom at that time. You see what I'm saying? Like I was a young boy, I was free, I was grown per se. You dig what I'm saying? Tupac, I was a kid. Anthony Hamilton is The Travel. You see what I'm saying? Isley's is a little bit of my family. You know how they taught you, how they bring you that Saturday morning cleanup, and that's just how you kind of word it all in. Well, so that's.
I'm thinking of a lot lot of people now.
But it's good though.
I need everybody,
and that's what it's supposed to be.
I need Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill, yeah.
So check this out, ladies and gentlemen. I got two of the dopest people from the Everybody Loves Ross podcast. If y'all be so kind to introduce yourselves, just give me a second. Introduce yourselves, please.
Now you can talk.
Now you can tell them who you are. Now you can yell your name.
Now you can tell them your name.
My name is Ross. This is Everybody Loves Ross. You can catch me on Facebook, Cash App, Instagram,
We're going to use that again in the end. I just wanted your name. You gave me all that.
It's a habit.
I know. Come on. Let me see if you break your
It's hard.
Let me see if you break your habit.
So
No, you okay. It's okay.
I'm Rashida Jaree.
Okay. That's all I need. Just your name. Okay.
So
that's so hard. I need to say the rest.
It's so hard.
I need to say the rest.
Okay, go ahead. Get it off your chest so we can get it out the way.
Rashida Jaree. You can catch me on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Cash App, PayPal, TikTok, OnlyFans, everything. Same name.
That's it.
This way.
Okay.
All that.
So check it.
Is this on?
It is. It's ready for you.
That's what he said.
It's ready for you.
You hear me?
That's why I put it back down.
It's ready for you. Should be ready for you. Oh, let me make sure. Let me see my guy. See if my guy can get
that
over.
one.
Give me that. You take that piece. Hold on, no.
Wait a minute.
Big brother, can you help me out over here? I think we done messed up the church's money or something. No, I think I got it.
Oh, it's a down. Oh.
I think I got it. There you go. It's on. It's ready for you now. There you go. So, I'm great, man. I appreciate you. So I want to let y'all know, first of all, we broadcasting and recording right here at the Pure Lounge Hookah on 34th and Main. Come here and see my guys. They always take care of us. Always give us something good to, some kind of mellow us out. So in the sense of the interview, I always ask people, do you have kids? So I just want to kind of get the information. I know, but they don't know, so let's kind of go. You have kids?
Me? Yeah.
Okay.
3 girls.
3 girls. And then you have?
I have a child.
Just one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes,
So when you look at your kids and like them coming up and growing up and stuff like that, seeing you as a mother, maybe not a single mother, but just a mother, and then like being a mom, and then you got the podcast and everything like that. How does it feel sometimes, like when you're going through the whole podding thing and setting that aside? You got the podcast, you got being a family, you got going to work and all that other stuff. How do you balance out all of those things? And you can take it. Whoever want to go at it first can go at it first. But how do you balance those pieces and those parts of doing all of those things and still having time for yourself? It's simple.
It is. She gonna say.
What's she gonna say?
I already know what she gonna say.
Leave me alone. I was gonna say she could go first. That's why I was pointing at her like.
Which is so hard. They kind of understand. If in the beginning it was kind of hard because they're like, "What you doing every Saturday? Like, where are you going?"
Right.
But after we started, we did like a kid pod and we invited them. So this is what we do. This is where we are. Yeah. This is our producer. This is, what I'm saying? So they kind of understood it a little better.
No doubt.
Because, no, you can't watch it. But I can take you and we can, give you one of your sides, a kid version of it, and you can see what we do back.
That's actually cool because I think I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do that as well for some kids. I think it'll be dope for them to see it.
Because I did it for my daughter. She for her birthday when she turned 18. So her and maybe 2 or 3 of her friends came on.
That's cool.
Just let them talk, just to be doing, So it was pretty cool.
What about you, Ross?
First of all, you know what I'm saying? I'm a co-parent.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying? I get my kids every now and then. I have a village. So it's a little more, I would say a little more easier for me.
Yeah.
Than most people. Like, cause my daughter already was on the go. Like, people be saying all the time, they be like, dang, you really got a kid? I'm like, bro.
Yeah, it's still people today to be like, you got a daughter?
You got a daughter? I'm like, yeah, bro, she like 11. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of easier for me. This is more, with the podcast, it came up to be a hobby for me to find more things to do because I don't come outside. So the potting was literally like a hobby for me to pick up. I'm like picked up a white person habit. So. Literally. So that's why I say this more. It's easy to balance for me. My daughter also, she understands too, and again, she
did a pod too.
Okay. My daughter did a little podcast.
She did it with Max House.
Max House.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah. With the rappers, so dope. It was like so dope.
It was so cute,
and dope. So it's not very difficult. You know what I'm saying?
It's not difficult for her because she co-parent. It's not difficult for me because my kids are
older.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of like, it's more like it's not a burden. I would say, I don't know, it's not difficult for me. Now, what is hard work is the research and actually listening to other people's pods. That's the part that I be having an issue balancing out because I want to, you know what I'm saying, listen to content. Also have to research. Also have to do the backlining. Behind the scenes, besides just telling my fucking producer to press the fucking button. Can we cuss on here?
I mean, you didn't already start.
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't advise you just go crazy, but I mean, get a couple of them off your chest if you got to. You know how many more you think you need?
Hey, you pushing it.
How many more?
And you know how I frustrate. Like for real, the production part. That's what bothers me. That's the issue.
Well,
not the production as far as my producer, but like the research and looking into it, trying to figure out new ways, trying to besides making it a hobby because I enjoy it.
Gotcha.
So
Okay. So
sure you know that too.
No, I mean, listen, it's been some growing pains and knowing it. Like, I'm gonna tell you the biggest issue for me with this podcast thing is, and my guy, my co-guy right here to my left, he get on me every day. I don't like getting on social media.
That's hers.
Like, I don't
have the hand power to get on social media.
Yeah.
I don't, and then he be like, I'm gonna have to take you to social media school 1-on-1 because like. Some of my words don't be right, and he be like, then they say you got to post at a certain time, and you got to do this, and I'm like, man, I copy and paste the same hashtags and just let it kind of be what it's gonna be, and it just goes, goes for what it is. So like, that's my biggest thing.
So we on the site. Well, I'll still get on social media, but I'm saying as far as like that's really the issue with the podcast because you want to build your audience and you want to share. I try to share as many local podcasts in Kansas City. I didn't realize there was so many freaking people doing it.
Good job.
Yeah, so he said, "Good."
I seen you. You was good right there. You was good. No, but I think, and that's the thing that I was talking to a couple other cats that's doing them, and they was kind of like telling me like it's actually turning in a situation where it was only a few at first.
It was,
and so now that you see more, I think that's amazing. So I think. Even after this, I want us all to do one, like a big group of one. I don't know I just don't have the idea how to put it together where it can be an episode that it ties to everybody's. And it don't have to be you a mainstream, you a this stream or whatever, but just everybody just kind of being around, just kind of shooting the breeze. I don't know. I think I got 2 ideas for it. I give it to y'all offline so we can use it. Okay. But I think that with the whole podcasting thing, like it was just one of them things I just like to talk. But I like to have the conversations as well. Those conversations sometimes. So, like, my lane is totally different from y'all lane.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So, like, it's cool. That's why I like y'all coming over here, and I'm going to come see y'all, too. Of course. But it's like, I want y'all to see my lane, and I want people to see, you know what I'm saying, my lane as well on all sides because we all got different ones. Like, you look at all the different ones in the city, everybody brings something different to it. Yeah. But if we support each other, we'll all boom.
We try.
It'll come.
We try. Most definitely.
We have some podcasts. We have few podcasts.
Actually, we have a few.
More than 3, 4.
Yeah.
5 podcasts come to our podcast, and we kind of swapped.
That's what's up.
And then went on air. So we always have.
We support.
Yeah,
Shout out to them.
That's what's up.
Everybody.
I like it. I like support. Them be having me
too.
Something to do.
But that's really been the thing because it's so easy to do it. It ain't nothing but I just learned you just reshare it. I ain't even like I said. I was so like you gotta understand. Like when it was time for me to even drop that I was doing this. Like I'm checking the word in, like going back over the video. And I'm talking to my man. He's like, man, if you don't just submit and send and load and let it be.
That's what she say to me.
It's always like different things. Like
I don't put that much thought in that part.
See,
and if it do, I will go back and just edit it or fix whatever needs to be fixed.
Yeah, but as far as uploading it, we take our raw content and we distribute it because that's us. Like, we don't do a lot of raw, but we
raw. We're not gonna give you nothing.
I don't want to sugarcoat none of that. I don't care.
See, and I'm gonna tell you though, that's what I got from y'all from watching y'all's and that's what I got from having conversations as well about it because a lot of times I can only speak for me. I was so self-conscious about what people were gonna say.
I told you that.
Yeah,
remember?
and you did because I was hitting shit out. Hey man, if I say this, if I do this, like man, just say it. Just say it, do it. And I'm learning now. The more that you do that, the more people cling to it and they hold to it more because they got more meat, more substance to it. You see what I'm saying?
They want the real.
They want the real version of you.
Real
so
you.
That's definitely been the thing. So
me, you see me off camera, on camera, you like this motherfucker is a real life.
but it's you being yourself though. And I'm gonna tell you something though. I think that was one of the main reasons why I wanted y'all because a lot of times, man, the world see you as one way. They think you are truly one way. But when people can vouch and say, "Nah, she that way all the time," that's those are them things you stand. Those are your morals and your values. Like I am who I am, and I'm okay with that. A lot of people don't know. Like it's some days. It was some days in my life that I had to put on an armor and be this person, but I really want to be this.
Right.
I'm gonna give you another example. When I first started this thing and I got my intro, you see me smoking that cigar. I'm walking through that cigar. Cigars was my thing. But in the world, some people look at you like, man, he smokes cigars, he smoke hookah, he do this. And I'm not, this is not the religious play of it, but I was worried about what the church people going to say, what the older people going to say, how they going to view me as that.
What are you getting at here?
But I just was just like.
But I see what you're saying.
I was so worried about that because I didn't want to seem like I was letting them down. But I'm thinking to myself, like, if I look up in the sky, he already see everything I'm doing, so it don't really matter.
Nobody else's eyes matter.
And so
you have to.
Exactly, I put so much pressure on it. So that was like one of the hardest things. Just even that part, like, should I have this cigar? Should I not have this cigar? Should I like this cigar? But this is what I do.
I'm glad you had the cigar. It definitely gave it a huge kick.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you that.
So I think that's definitely one of those things. So in the sense of like relationships, when we talking like relationships, and I know sometimes it's a taboo kind of conversation. But these days with the potting and just what your life is, like, how do you look at it? How do you view relationships? How do y'all view them?
I can't get no dick to say my mother.
Here you go. We already gave you 12. You didn't pass your limit.
Oh, dick is a bad word?
Yes.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, people. Sorry, church people. All right. So.
This is the opposite.
Okay. Come on.
Okay. With potting, I would say it's hard for us today. You know what I'm saying? It's you would think like literally everybody come on there, like everybody in your inbox. We really don't get inbox. No. Like I get mad when I see ugly females.
Chill.
Unblessed people.
Okay.
I be mad with unblessed people with looks. Be having talk about I got all these inboxes, all these likes. I'm like, my stuff got to do with my podcast.
Do you really believe it though?
But they be screenshotting it though. Like, I don't even get the people from overseas like, hey, beautiful black princess.
But that's what I'm saying. I ain't talking, but even not even in social media, but just in life general.
In general,
that's what they look at.
They judge you based on that.
Based off our social media. Like I met a person that didn't follow me on social media, didn't know nothing about me.
Yes, ma'am.
Cool or whatever like that. I was telling her, I was like, I kind of wanted to.
We was doing a little countdown.
Go ahead, tell him. I was like, man, I don't know if I should tell him. How long this gonna last? Yeah, like, you know, once he like find out from social media, I promise, for God. We was Facebook friends for a week. I ain't heard from that man for 1 week. We was Facebook friends for 1 week. I ain't heard from that man in 2 weeks. We was talking every day, and I tried to tell them like this social media, this who I am. I am a fool, but like a nutcase, but like that's not like me. It's for entertainment.
That's what I'm saying.
So with the potting, it makes it kind of hard for us.
What do you think they're gonna tell? They think you're gonna tell their stories or
they,
like use?
No, they think you really own that
Honestly,
stuff. Like,
I don't know what they.
I think they probably really think they own it because I be saying off the wall stuff.
We do.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
we do. Especially me. Like I say anything.
Yeah.
Now, if you ever watch,
But a lot of the times it's true. Like
it be true to a certain extent, and
about
then
99% of the time it's true.
Okay.
So these are real life things that we've been through, but we just telling. I mean, that's a
we
part
telling
of
it now.
This is our hobby. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is what we love to do. So this is how you gonna get it.
Right.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm telling you.
But see, okay, so that's cool though. So you think that does that roll over into how you raise your kids as well?
No, not at all.
No. Like I said, my kids are not allowed to watch the podcast.
Uh-huh.
They're not allowed to be on my social media.
Okay.
I mean, my daughter, she's 18, so she's...
Gotcha.
But still, she's hidden from certain posts.
Gotcha.
I have a setting, to where certain things... She's not allowed to see. My kids, I can twerk all day long outside of the house. My kids have never seen me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They accidentally seen a TikTok, but that's neither here nor there.
It was a challenge, though.
It was a challenge. I did a TikTok for one of the, our homegirls that rap. So... They was like, "Mama, your video popped up on my friend's For You page," and I'm like, "Why is it popping up on the For You page?" Your friend,
Because I hashtag.
So I was so embarrassed.
I
genuinely apologized to my kids.
That's dope.
And I'm like, "Look, you're not gonna see me. You're not gonna see me do that. Like that's not me. It was just a challenge. We were just, that was it."
So,
but at the end of the day, we're still mothers,
right?
The podcast is the podcast. That's our out.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So the way we are outside of it, we still are the same people, but it's just it's the guard that goes up when our kids come into play,
right?
Because that's turned off.
No, that makes sense. So when I'm saying like also how you said you don't cut no corners, no chasing the pod, when you raising your kids and you got girls, y'all both have girls. So how are you raising them in the sense of like? Are you kind of like watering down the world, or are you giving it to them like, hey, this is the real, like, how do you balance that part of like, because like with my daughter, she's older now. When she was younger, I wanted her to be not so much naive, but I didn't want her to see the world for all the bad things. I didn't want her
to shelter a little bit.
Yeah, because I think if you give them too much too soon, they think you their friend, and if you don't give them enough, then they think you're trying to hold something back. Yeah. When I was a kid, it was like they was holding things back. So then you start being resentful and you sneaking out the window, you doing the things that you don't really want to do. So my question is like, when you parenting, is it more or less of not a do as I say and not what you see me do, or is it like this is why I'm doing this and this is why you shouldn't do this?
I can say it's a little bit of both for me, but I'm so direct with them being older. Like I said, of course when they were younger, it was kind of sheltered a little bit, so they wasn't getting it all. But right now, if you want to talk to me about a man, you want to talk to me about his parts. If you want to talk to me about I show my girls so many pictures of like STDs and all kind of stuff. Like I'm giving it to you right now. You old enough, let's see it, because you about to be out here in the world. And I'm a single parent.
Right.
Their father passed about 12 years ago, so it's me and only me. And that's all you're gonna get.
Right.
So it's like whatever I tell them. It's going to be direct and it's going to be the truth. And they can come and talk to me about anything. I have to make them leave my room. Like, okay, get out now. It's time for y'all to go. So, you got to keep that open relationship, but still, like, they know what we talking about on the podcast, but they've never seen it.
That's respected.
So, you know what I'm saying? But no, you're not going to see that.
Gotcha.
So, because they see us in person too. So it's like, but we still shelter some things. So it just depends on the age.
I'm still a nutcase around my daughter.
Yes, she is.
So I would say no, I don't shelter my daughter. Also, I don't allow my daughter around certain environments. I would say, like as far as smoking, that's a no. Like, I'll light up just to make her get out of my room. That's what she told.
She told me the other day. That's the only way I can get out of my room if I light up.
If I light up, she's like, "Oh, I gotta go." You know what I'm saying?
She don't care. She know what it is.
So, but she know what it is. Funny random. We had the police come to our house last night. Had a little situation. You know what I'm saying? And
you really live a rock star life is what I'm really gathering.
She ain't never stayed in the hood a day in her life.
And never, I locked the doors. But anyway, so the police came to the house the other night, and they trying to ask, like, I'm like, bro, my daughter don't even know what she know, like, what weed is, but like, if I put weed in front of my daughter, she's not gonna know. She's gonna she thinks it's tobacco. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I put it in a jar, so she don't know you see all types of tobacco. So I would say, I show it to my daughter from some things, but some things, no, I don't. I give her to a raw. I feel like, I feel the way my mama raised me is that you're going to do what you want to do regardless.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say.
But at the end of the day, you're still going to respect me.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I didn't know my mom was a hoe till I was 25. Like,
you got to chill.
Oh, dang. My bad.
No, I'm just... when I say that, it's just like, it's funny because you say it like it is. But
it's true. Like, I was 25 years old, and I'm like, Mom, you out here had me messing with one man for 10 years, bro. That's effed up. Yep. Like, bro, I could have been here and 30 mom. Now I got to be
when it was
30
me,
and 30.
When I was younger with my mom, I was able to do whatever I wanted to do. Like,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of two different things. And then when I moved with my dad, it was kind of, a little bit more shelter, but I was still able to do what I want to do. I just feel like that's how I learned. You know what I'm saying?
I was able to do what I want to do. I'm just gonna say that, like, as far as me, like, a lot of stuff, I would say, I don't know, my mom, she didn't hide it from me, but also it's just like, I always had an option to do, like, I snuck out the window one time for a boy. My mom was like, go out the front door, bro. At least I know you're going out the front door. Ever since then, I ain't sneak out the house. I start staying home. Like, I don't want to go no more. So it's kind of like, that's how, it's different for everybody. And that I was always honest with my mama. I went to go smoke weed during MAP testing in high school. I was like, call my mama. Call her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was always open with my mama. So that's how, no matter, like, it's basically do as I say, not as I do, but you're going to do what you want to do. I can tell you the ins and outs. I can tell you the results of your actions, all that. So,
and that's how you see how, not necessarily test them, but like see where their head is.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? If you just let them, I'm about to go do this, all right. And you just sit,
you see where they
that lets you know how, because I have 3 different girls, and they are 3 different girls, 3 different hair textures, 3 different, you know what I'm saying? Personalities.
The middle child's a pothead, I swear to God. I'm a call it.
you wishing it on her? That's
she
what you're doing?
I swear to God, she got to be a pothead. I can see it,
because of her craft. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
She's real crafty. Mm-hmm. They all have different talents, so I have to treat them differently. Like, when I would have my daughters, I was gonna breastfeed, but the day I got diagnosed with hepatitis C, and it was like, you shouldn't breastfeed, blah blah blah. After I had her, I got tested again. I never had it, so I didn't want to breastfeed the second one because I didn't want it to be, I didn't get to breastfeed the first one. I don't want to get the other one. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So that's how I was thinking. But a nurse came in there to me, and she was like, you're going to have 3, or you're going to have different kids. All of your children are going to be the same. Mm-hmm. They're not going to be the same at all. So you can't try to do the same thing with them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay.
That's true.
Maybe I shouldn't have thought, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
If she was able to be breastfed, I should have breastfed her. You know what I'm saying?
Right, that makes sense.
I shouldn't have not did it because the oldest one didn't get to do it.
I got you.
That kind of... that stuck with me now. That's a good concept.
I think we got some decent parents, so that make us decent parents. I think.
Mm-hmm.
My mom crazy.
My mom is too, but she decent. She decent.
I think with my dad, he was more the iron fist. He ruled with iron fist. But now, when I talk to him, he like, hey, you can't do that. Mm-hmm. Like, times have changed. Mm-hmm. So he's like, it's shocking enough. He's the one teaching me how to go at it at a more smoother approach. You see what I'm saying? And I'm talking about this dude, he didn't spare no rides. He ain't turned down no whoopings. Like, you cut up, wherever you cut up, that's where he got you at. My mom was more or less of like, hey, it's going to be all right to buy you kind of parent type situation or whatever like that. Too. So it was, as we grew older, she started giving me more rock. So with my son now, what's different between him and my daughter now, I was super affectionate with my daughter, but like I think I'm even more affectionate. My daughter made me like hungry to go to work, and provide. My son made me soft. You see what I'm saying? I tell everybody that because everything we got going on in the world nowadays.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? He's a black man living in this world. So like I'll be on my son, like, hugging him, kissing on him, just like because I love my son. But my daughter, she's like, Daddy, I remember you used to do me the same way. So I had to make sure that it wasn't like what she felt like, hey, you giving him a little bit more than me.
Right.
But with my son, like, he teaches me love. My daughter teaches me to grind. And then she also teaches me how to deal with when you're interacting with women. Because you got to think your karma come back. And it may not come back in her, it may come back in him. And maybe one day he'll be something you like, dang, I ain't. But you got to think about all the dirt you did back then, or your pros and your cons. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So, like, that's my biggest thing. Like, I think with that. So I think that's dope as parents that y'all up front with them, and that you showing them things and you not, like, holding back. Because I think the generation before us, it was, like, more or less of, like, a curtain.
Right.
You couldn't go behind the curtain. If you want to see what we doing, you got to wait till you get old enough. But I think now the generations now are turning. I ain't saying everybody got to be their kids' best friends or none of that.
Right.
But I really believe that you have to be transparent with your children.
Yes.
You got to be transparent with your children.
And they are a little, I feel like we were a little stronger when we were younger.
Correct.
Than the kids are nowadays. Because they go through a lot and they it's definitely different. Like, completely
more sensitive
different.
times.
Yes. So, but me and my girls, we balance ourselves out.
Yeah.
So it's like I could tell her, do this, do that, or she do this. And then I have one of them that get in the car, Mama, put your seatbelt on. You know, you my only parent. You my only guardian.
See, that's tough.
Put your seatbelt on. So, you know what I'm saying? Every time I get in the car, put your seatbelt on. I mean, you my only guardian. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, she trying to be funny, but it's real.
Right.
So that's how I give it to them. So that's like how they give it to me.
Right.
And I appreciate that because I need it. Like, so it's just a little way, just a little stuff that we do to keep each other going.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
I was raised by Ike and Tina. So
yeah.
You seen a little bit.
Yeah.
I seen a lot of it. And I mean, with the coke too.
But did it like change? Did it change you in the way of that, or did it make you kind of like, this is what I'm not gonna do to my kids, or this is like one of them things that what you seen, did it block you? Like, how did it move around with you, or whatever?
It more, this is not what I'm about to do with my kid. You know what I'm saying? Not having
my kid is not about to be around this. We
not about to do that. I'm not about to, have my daughter around drugs. Not about to have my daughter, like, I don't do confrontation in front of my daughter.
Not even an argument. That's what I was about to say.
Not even an argument. You know what I'm saying? Not even, like, I don't care. I've been in a relationship where he was mad about something. I was like, what you're not going to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'll break it down to me. Listen, whatever you got going on, like, with my daughter, she's not going to be okay with that because she's not comfortable with that. Like, my daughter was like, I would say that I do shelter from that. Like, talking about it, yeah, I do shelter from that. Like, that type of stuff, no, I don't do.
Right.
As far as my parents, I was raised with both of my parents in the household.
That's a blessing.
Not when they're Ike and Tina.
Yeah.
But anywho, so I was blessed to be raised with both of my parents in the home. I never knew what they was fighting about. We didn't get beat on or anything, but it just, like, with that, yeah, with my parents, is some stuff that I'm not gonna do, some stuff I'm not gonna tolerate. So yeah, like, my daddy cheated, my mama stayed. I wasn't doing that. Like, you cheat is one and done. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could be single.
I still talk to you a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, with my parents, yeah, I tell my daughter. Like, I try to set that example for my daughter. Like, no, you don't want to. I tell my daughter know what cheating is because YouTube and stuff. Yeah. So my daughter, my last relationship, my daughter was like, she asked me finally. So I told her, like, basically, but he cheated. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, okay. Moved on.
Right. She moved on quick.
Yeah, she moved on. Oh, okay. So I understand. So, like, it's, I try to keep her honest with her, but I also try to keep her from stuff. So she asks questions now because she's 11. She asks more questions.
Yeah, that's how it was. At least she's 12 now. She'll be 13. So
yeah.
By the time that 10 and 11 came, it was a lot of questions.
Wait till they get 18.
See, I ain't
didn't even think about that. Right.
Wait till they get 18. That's all I keep saying.
I make a lot of jokes and stuff, but it seems like every time I joke with her, stuff come true. So I don't crack too many more jokes with her. But she got like an old soul, so she's super cool with it. You know what I'm saying? That's one of them things. So it's dope. It's definitely different.
I don't know whose soul my daughter got, but she like calm, chill.
She has a few people's soul.
Yeah. Okay.
She does.
Who, my daughter?
Yeah.
So when you're looking at like legacy and like the things that you like leaving, what do you want your legacy to be for your kids? Like, what do you want when people see you later on? Like, what do you want them to see?
I can answer it. As far as me, I want to be known as funny, goofy, calm. I also want to be known as I'm a sexual person. I also want to be known as like I'm one of the realest persons that you will ever come across and meet.
Right.
As far as I'm financially responsible. I'm stable. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm also on my shit. A lot of people fail to realize like I have a lot more behind me. Again, behind the scenes.
That's what I was gonna say.
Behind the scenes that I actually do.
That people don't know about
at all. So I would want them to be known that. I also want to be known as a person that you can always come to talk to about something. I want to be as transparent with you as I can because I really am. Like, if somebody asks me something, I'll tell you, like, no, I don't know how to do that. But if I do have a suggestion, somebody you can reach out to. I also want to be known as that person. I want to be known as a legit 100 person.
Seems like I'm that person that you be like, well, if I don't, you got to go ask Rashida. Ask her.
Yeah, like that's the type of person I am. Like, so like, I would want to be known as an educator.
That's dope.
A lot of stuff. You do. I do. Like, dead ass. That's the quickest question I ever came up with.
Look at you.
But I want y'all to, you know what I'm saying? I want y'all to know about. I want you to know about me. Like,
know me. That's
know me and know that I am like a real person. Like, not just like.
Gotcha.
You know, like I'm a real 100 genuine person. I don't have no feelings, so I'll probably be known for that. Yeah. So, but I'm genuine, real.
And I can say that's a lot of the stuff that we have in common. I don't know if that's good or bad.
That's good. That might be why y'all jail so well together, though.
Yeah, but I kind of jumped around it.
We grew up different.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I stayed in the hood. She's never stayed in the hood. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You want to make sure you know that you got your hood stamp. Your stamp for your hood.
No, but I'm just saying, like, she grew up with two parents. I did not.
Okay.
You know, I barely had one.
Okay.
Whenever I was raised by my sister, and you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
It wasn't stable.
Gotcha.
So it was different. Mm-hmm. But yeah, she drugged me into this.
Mm-hmm. She drugged you into it. You didn't want to do it?
No, it wasn't that I didn't want to. It's that I didn't know I was going to.
Gotcha.
Like when I told her, like,
she asked me, she was like, "You think I should do a podcast?" Mind you, she said she never came out the house. Okay. It'll be like, "Come on, Rosalind, let's go. We about to go. Meet me at the airport." Boom, we leave.
That's it.
Only time I see her at the airport. That's what we keep telling everybody.
Okay.
Once a year.
That's cool.
So she was like, "You think I should do a podcast?" And I'm like, "Yes, you're the perfect nigga to do, you know, go ahead, I'm with it." She was like, "All right, come with me." And I'm like, "Okay, you know, what we doing?" Like, you know.
That's what's up.
Then I seen the camera and I'm like,
"It's a real camera.
Come sit right here." I'm like, "What we about to do?"
That's cool.
And it started from there. I was like, all right.
How many years it's been rolling?
It's a year.
It's been a year?
We on 55th episode Saturday.
55 that Saturday.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what's up. So do y'all break it down in season or you just run them until they
just
run?
That's too much work, man. I told you, I'm a simple person.
Okay.
We are very simple.
I am very simple.
Any extra input is probably going to be what I say. Because she's simpler than me.
Okay.
We was ordering shirts today, and she like, "What color?" I was like, "Not blue. I don't care what color." She was like,
"Okay, well, how many sizes?"
I don't know. One on each side.
Well, what color? Okay, just forget it. I got it. Never mind. Thanks for your company on the phone. Hang up. Click. I call you back. I got to count.
And so you pretty much want your legacy to be similar?
Yes. So, I'm a genuine person. I'm loyal. And it's kind of underrated, but it's like it can be, again, a good and a bad thing because I've been loyal to the wrong people.
Gotcha.
So that's what I'm trying to put out there to my girls. Like, don't just hold off for a little bit. Like, don't just go in there and just going all in for people because they have that bad because they see me doing that.
Big heart.
Yeah. And so I still want it to be known, but I'm just like, I want y'all to be careful. Now you got me keep going back to the kids.
It's really about the kids.
Fuck them kids.
That's what we say.
13th. Cuss word. I did good.
Nah, you over 13.
Sorry, church people.
But yeah, don't
just say my church people, say the old people too.
Listen, old people we know.
They like Kurt Franklin. They real.
Yeah, on Jesus sandals.
Here you go. So with the
When
legacy,
you come on our pod.
I cannot wait. Like y'all have no idea. I can't even wait. So when you look at like podding, like the podding part of it, what is some things that you would tell people? Like if somebody was to come to you today and say, "Hey man, I want to start a podcast," what would be?
No, this is my question. She can't answer shit.
What you got?
Okay. We got
Come on, no, you go.
I want to see what she can answer.
Nah.
Come on. Let's hear.
I'm doing the shirts and the
Since you on your 15th one, so let's see what you got.
As far as potted, I would say as far as the business part, make sure you do that part. A lot of research that I did, like YouTubing, like as far as like they be like, you know, you need a camera, headphones. Yeah, got a lot of research that I didn't know is that you really legit. If you're going to do it, I would say, and you're going to stick to it. Mm-hmm. Make sure you do the business part. Trademark your trademark your name.
That was close.
Yeah.
Trademark your name. Also, I wouldn't stay in like one subject, one lane, but I would say one subject. You know what I'm saying? I would bounce around, research, support other people. Because surprisingly, we got the pod.
You learned a lot.
Yeah, we learned a lot. We got the pod with somebody in Florida when we went down there for the.
Yeah, I seen that.
It was so fun.
Yeah, it was like so fun. So don't be afraid to reach out because the thing about it is that the worst thing a person can say is no.
Yes.
Gotcha.
The worst person can say is no.
When she be like, well, I asked so and so and they haven't wrote me back, and I'm like, well, I write them.
Yeah. So
funny thing, when nobody responds to me, they respond to her. Or if they don't respond to her, that's fine.
It's a solid group.
But they know that we doing it together. Like what? But I don't
Some people
know.
just got better relationships, better rapport with other people. So I think that's just what it is, or whatever.
I mean, like that's cool though. We still.
I just jumped out the porch, so
we haven't really got shut down much.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah, I would say that. Don't be scared of what people is going to say because wherever you're potting from or whatever city or state you're from, you just have to know that there's way more states. Like we get support in Germany. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that was one of the first supporters.
Yeah, like Germany, like steady. Like when you look at Germany,
that's cool.
Like it's 10% now. At first it was like a little 2%, but now it's 10%. So
it's growing cool. in Germany.
Yeah, So if I don't make it here, I'm gonna make it somewhere.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
The money gonna spend. So stay at it. You don't, anybody around you, a lot of people, even my family members, you know what I'm saying? They just have to see, like, okay, well, maybe you're doing something. You know what I'm saying? Now tag along.
Because now it's a lot more people trying to hop on. Like,
and join the crowd. So don't be.
Family.
Yeah, family. As far as that, like, yeah, don't be afraid. Like, if it's something that you want to do and you're starting off, stick with it. Consistency. Most definitely. Yep. I wouldn't say a lot of people don't realize that it's not hard.
It's not hard. It's just more or less
just
doing
think about it like somebody else is out there trying to do the same thing.
Same thing. Don't
hold back.
Don't hold back.
That's what I would say. Just keep doing it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. I got some good pointers out of there. Okay, so my question that I pretty much always ended with is if, in the sense of the world today, what we're dealing with, COVID and everything else, and people changing and leaving, and like life and things happen. So we do this thing called emergency contacts. So if something was to happen to you, who would be the person that you would call?
My mama.
Your mama.
My daughter, daddy.
My mama.
Your daughter's dad.
And if it wasn't my mom, it'd be my daughter's daddy too.
Okay.
Same thing. If he was here, I would definitely call him.
Right. So if your daughter's dad first, and then who after that?
My papa.
See, that's dope. That's dope. And the reason why I asked it because, like I said, a lot of times we don't think about our circle. Same way we don't think about the 5 songs. We don't think about the people who gonna keep our legacy going, who gonna teach our kids the right way, who gonna bring us into the right thing. So I think that that's the best thing going. A lot of times is to have those people in place. When things change suddenly, you'll have some other people around that you can depend on, and kind of, you know what I'm saying, do it like that.
Let me put that out there. My daughter, daddy don't like me.
Chill.
She's blocked right now.
I blocked him. But I will call him. Him or his girlfriend, hey, on God.
And that's how it is. Because I was closer to my daddy, so he would have been my, you know what I'm saying?
My papa old now, so, he's next. So, but right now, my daughter daddy, my papa, so, yeah. Okay. I don't want nobody listening out there like, she still fucking with her baby daddy. First of all, it's my daughter's dad. Don't call him my baby daddy.
No, I don't like that. I hate it.
Me too. Yeah. I don't want to be a baby daddy neither.
Yeah, so when my dad passed, my mom and I definitely got closer because I was close to my dad.
Gotcha.
And then when I got older, he passed when I was 21. Then now my mom is like, okay, she didn't leave my house last night till 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, okay, you ready to go home?
She proud of you. She just may not know how to say it.
So yeah, she is. She say it.
She say it.
She's so loving. She's so the opposite of me. She's so huggy, kissy, and I'm like, come on. Man.
I just called you because I just wanted to call.
Hello,
I'm like, we having
daughter.
a whole concert in the car. You don't got shit to say.
Nope.
Dang.
Yeah, so my mom has 8, so every child that she calls, mind you, I'm the second to the youngest, she says, hello, beautiful queen, hello, beautiful daughter. That's how she speaks to us every day.
That's the.
So,
are you remixing it to your kids yet? Have you found yourself cracking
I'm
it?
trying. I'm barely. She real mushy, and I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not mushy. I'm sorry.
That's what's up.
I'm like my grandma, which is her mom.
Okay. So before we get out of here, we're gonna do something. We're gonna call it a soul press of podcasters. So if you could both give me like 3 or 4, maybe 5 in the city you think people should tune into.
Save it for the podcast.
Okay.
Puff Puff Loud.
Puff Puff Loud.
Okay. I like Parallel State of Mind.
It's right there. We just did it with the Motivational Monday.
Get it off your chest podcast.
Yeah.
Get it off your chest.
They fun.
Okay. Get it off your chest podcast. Did I say
We did Puff Puff.
No.
Save it for the podcast.
Save it for the podcast.
Get it off your chest.
Get it off your chest. I be knowing people by
Parallel State of Mind. What else you got?
Yours.
Everybody loves Ross.
Yeah.
Also.
Shameless plug. I see you.
It's one called Smoke Chronicles.
Okay.
It's for females.
That's pretty good.
Yours. Good days, good nights, good nights.
Good days. Who nights?
Some nights, man. Come on, dog. I'm back. I told her, listen.
I think it's great nights.
I listen.
She said something. She's thinking about something else. That's what
it is.
She like nights and then nighttime.
Okay. Man, your podcast, man. I'm bad with days. You see me over here struggling, like
it's all good.
I want to say they name, and I'm like, what's their podcast name?
Yeah, because we know their name, like personal name.
Well, if you got a couple that you want to get off your chest, say their names.
I already said their podcast because I sit over here.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Wrecking our brain.
Give me your handles, where they can reach you at, where they can find you at, all of those good things before we get up out of here.
Okay. People ain't easy. My name is Ross. This is Everybody Loves Ross. No, I'm just playing. My name is Ross. I'm from Everybody Loves Ross. You can catch me on Facebook,
okay,
Instagram, Cash App, PayPal,
Zelle.
Okay.
Everything, same name.
You see how I said all the things. Snapchat, all that. Google me, bitch. All right, that's my last cuss word.
You got a pocket full of them. You got a pocket full of them.
And I'm Rashida Jaree. I'm also from Everybody Loves Ross. Y'all can catch me on every platform, same name.
Okay.
You know, honestly, same name.
No doubt.
Rashida Jaree.
So again, man, I appreciate y'all for coming. Appreciate y'all for sitting down with me. Appreciate y'all for always giving me some tips and trades and all those things. So, of course, as before we get out of here, like I tell them all the time, be cool, be safe. May God be your seatbelt and we be your direction in this thing called life. Till we see each other again, man. Y'all be cool.
All right.